been about 3 days since we put the packages in, and so we need to make sure the queens are free out of the little queen cages. We put some candy in the other day, took out a cork and put some candy in, and it kind of allows the queen and the bees to get to know each other so they don't fight, because they don't really know each other. So as the queen eats from the inside so she can have something to eat, and the bees eat on the outside, then they talk and they get acquainted. So hopefully she'll be out and we don't have to release her. And if she's out, we'll see if she's laying. So give these bees a little greeting here. Hello, little bees. It comes off easy enough. No queen here. This is our feeder. Feels like they've glued it on. They did. Oh, they're making comb here. This is our package.
A package comes as a cage full of young worker bees and drones with a mated queen in a separate cage.
And they still have sugar syrup. It's kind of freezing. But my, that's quite exciting. They got lots of bees here. Now I need my hive tool, and I'll pry this feeder off. Now we left the feeder box. Actually, for the moment, I will maybe remove this box here. We have a box under here, and there's just an empty hive body, and it looks like they did just like we were wanting. They emptied this. There's the dead bees. There's where the feeder can was. And let's check out this feeder can. It still has some in it. Guess I'll take it out. And we were going to remove this box. They've been making wax, and there's a whole bunch of little wax flakes down here. So I'm just going to shake them off. And we're going to turn this around so that the bees can have a bigger entrance, because they've been very active.
Wow, look at all those bees, making me nervous just standing behind the camera.
Now move, little bee, you're going to get squashed. As the drone.
Now, James, I think that drones would rather not be squished just as much as the worker bees.
All right, now we can go about our business and see if our queen's free. Go ahead and move this over and see if our queen is free. No, no queen in here. So go see if she's started laying. Oh, there is a queen in there. Hey, had you not gotten out, little queen? There you go. Well, she was in there, but that's kind of strange. She would be in there. Maybe she was just hanging out. There's no eggs or brood, so apparently the queen hasn't been out for long. Could have been that she just now got out. Not sure. At least there wasn't eggs or brood on that one. Yeah, they're filling this up with nectar. It's probably from our sugar water mixture here. Can you see the glistening syrup in there? and pollen they've been bringing in. There's one with pollen on his legs right now. He's getting ready to get the pollen off his legs. Right there. Let's see if we can watch him get the pollen off his legs. They're drinking syrup. He's looking for a cell to be able to deposit the pollen in. There's one right. There's a male bee there. You can see he's all eyes. There's another male bee. Most of his head is eyes, and see how fat he is. A little bit longer than the worker bees. There's a cell right there that they've been putting pollen in. There's one. It looks like she's just drinking syrup. We'll take this comb off. They had extra space in there since the queen cage was right here. So there was more than what they call a bee space. There's a certain space that the bees want to keep for themselves. Now look at this one right here. This one's dancing. She's telling where she found some nectar. She's dancing, and all the other ones come around, and she will give out portions, samples of the nectar, so that they can tell how sweet the nectar is. Here they're watching her. Was it this that you said? And the other one starts dancing a little bit. Anyway, they talk to each other like that. One way to get the bees off the frame is with a little brush. You can just kind of brush them off, because they put some comb where we don't want it. And so I'll just kind of brush them off there, and they'll get into the air or get onto the hive. And then I can get the comb off without killing any bees or hurting anybody. That's really good burr comb that you can save to make candles with, or for whatever purpose one wants to use wax. Highly prized. Can you see how it's kind of yellow on the other side, and then it's starting to get raised and white on the top. Oh, there she is. She's sticking her abdomen into a cell. She was right in here. There she is, right there. See? See, she's looking all over for a place to lay, it looks like. But they filled them all up with sugar syrup. So she'll probably tell them to start emptying the cells so she can start laying, because the day she lays, it'll be about 3 weeks before new recruits come to help the workload. New worker bees hatch. So it's very important that she be able to start laying soon, so that there can be an increase in the number of bees, because gotta get the hive population up so that when the honey flow or the nectar flow is on, when the flowers are opening really good, then there's lots and lots of bees, a large population to be able to gather it. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Some of them are drinking out of there. That one's got pollen on its legs. Kind of lost the queen again. Then they flap their wings because they're trying to cool the hive. They think the fire is going to melt their wax, because the wax melts at a really low temperature. So then they flap their wings a lot to cool it. When I